Hello, welcome to the Airdrie Perspectives by Bella. Today I'm here with these wonderful ladies. They are 3 out of many, okay? There's a group of them, but these 3 wanted to talk today with me. So, welcome ladies to the channel. Please tell me about yourselves.
Hi, I'm Sandra. I've been a resident in Airdrie for 35 years. I came when our children were very young and found that Airdrie was a great place to raise a family. We managed to work in the city that we live as well, which was unusual at the time rather than being commuters, and took our children into many of the different activities and sports that were available to them. When I retired from teaching, I was ready to pick up a hobby for myself and thought, let's go back to knitting, something I'd done when my children were young, and now it was time to do something for myself. And I started looking for a place to go, and at that point I found the Airdrie Knitters group that were meeting in different places on different days to suit a lot of different people's time schedule. Right now, the date that works best for me is Thursday evenings at the public library, where the space is given to us for free.
Amazing.
As we meet and do our own personal knitting or knitting for friends, knitting for charity, those types of projects, and a chance to talk about our knitting with each other and fill each other in on our weeks and days that we've been apart.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you.
My name is Ramona, and I've been a citizen of Airdrie since 2006, so 17 years.
Wow.
And we've moved here from up north from the territories. And since we moved, initially, when we moved here, I became ill right away. So I had to give up my career in nursing.
Wow.
And I needed to find something to do as a very young person, and since many people my age were working. And after a few false starts, I found the knitting group in its infancy here in the library, and I was very grateful for that. I met some friends initially, and you become fast friends very quickly. And so I've been with the group ever since, and I have never been happier with the group. So I've grown with the group, gotten older with the group, and I'm still here.
Wow, thank you.
My name is Irina, and I am relatively new here in Airdrie.
Oh.
And I probably six years only, and when I came here, I didn't know anybody.
Wow.
And it happened so that my neighbor, she invited everybody from our community for her Christmas gathering, and there I met a woman, and it happened so that this woman, Deb, was from this group, knitting and crochet group. So,
amazing.
And when she shared with me that she could crochet, and it was always my dream to learn how to crochet, because I knitted a little bit, but I thought the hook was just something very, very complicated thing to do. So anyway, Deb introduced me to this group, and I'm happy. I'm very happy to know lots of amazing people here, and just lots of friends sharing our projects, our problems even, and just so nice.
Beautiful.
So nice to be with this group, with these women.
Wow. Ladies, this is awesome. It's good to hear all these stories. I know you guys have a wonderful friendship and camaraderie, right? Amongst yourself. That's beautiful. Any ladies out there that's looking for something to do, you've heard, okay? So you can come join them. All right. So who benefits from your group? Who benefits from what you do?
I would say that people that benefit from our group, first, anybody that chooses to come in, even if they're just there for a few minutes, I think they'll feel our fellowship and enjoy the idea of the camaraderie. It's not just women. We've had young young boys and men that have stopped in.
Yeah.
Husbands will be curious, but often they haven't taken on the knitting bug yet, so they step out quite quickly. But our group has a little bit more of a reach than that. We do charitable works. We work in affiliation with a group called Project Lioness, where blankets are given to children in need or adults, and we do crochet trims around some of those. Another member started up the idea that we should be perhaps focusing some of our knitting on winter goods for recent immigrants coming in from the Ukraine. So we've done things on a hat project, and the idea was to knit up as many hats as you could in the month of September. I've only got 4. Some of the people have 10, 15 hats.
What?
But this was the little bit that I managed when I was able. And these will be given away to people in need as they come, well, I guess as they become noted in the charitable groups that they're ready for something.
Wow.
There have been mittens and cowls and headbands, scarves,
There's been more
hats.
than 200 items, I believe.
More than 200 items. That's fantastic.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
If you're a knitter, you might be involved with a website called Ravelry.com, Ravelry.com. And if you look for the Airdrie Knitters, you'll find our set of projects that have been done with photos of all of the charitable pieces that have been put together. Worthwhile looking at if you want to see the volume, the quality, the creativity that people have to put together hats.
Wow. Amazing.
What about Ramona? Where the yarn comes from?
Also, we have in the past donated many times to the newborn units. Lately, the newborn unit at the Peter Lougheed, which also serves the Airdrie Mothers. A lot of our women go to the PLC for their deliveries. And we donate to Community Links in Airdrie.
Wow.
Many different items.
Amazing.
We also serve the Airdrie Schools when they have put out when they ask for mittens and toques, which unfortunately is very common.
Yes.
A big need, and we wish it wasn't, but it is. We donate cotton squares for washcloths that go to an organization that called Charity Connect, which is in Airdrie, which these squares are also used in packages with shampoo, conditioner, body lotion, and they're put in little baggies that are handed out to people in need.
Wow.
We work with the Airdrie Pregnancy Care, and we do infant blankets when they're needed as well, and that can go to the Peter Lougheed as well. And also we make what's called twiddle muffs, and these are muffs that are crocheted or could be knitted, that your hands go in and they have little trinkets and things that are on them, and they are given to people with Alzheimer's to keep their hands busy, so that they're not doing other things like ripping paper and that. It keeps their hands busy and keeps their mind occupied.
Oh, it's like a fidgeting kind of.
Like fidgeting, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
these are various things that we do to help others in Airdrie.
I'm so glad you ladies came out to talk about this, because you're doing amazing things in the city. It's beautiful. Please keep up the good work. This is awesome. Me listening, hearing this, I'm like, Irina.
Yes, it's just actually nothing to add, because Sandra and Ramona, they've
said it.
So, and I was away for some time, so I didn't participate in this hat project, but I'm crocheting now a scarf. Maybe this scarf will help somebody on cold winter days.
Yes.
So that's it.
And we also, and also in the past, one time we did it was Alberta-wide, it was a call out for, to make scarves for the Alberta, it was a Winter Games for the Special Olympics.
Oh.
So we did that one year, and so all knitters across Canada, I believe, or Alberta. I can't remember if it was
Wow.
a Canada-wide one, but knitters all around made in the colors. They made scarves for
Oh, wow.
all of the
Oh, the Olympic colors?
all the in their Olympic colors, which were a
Cool.
light blue and a red and a white, and it was a lot of fun, and we really
Oh, I
participated
bet.
in that one. Yeah,
I
so just
bet.
anywhere, like all
Cool.
these things that we can help with, we do.
Amazing women. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take a short break and be back.
Yeah.
So, ladies, just wanted to know what's the best part of being part of this group?
So the best part to be a part of this group is to get together with the ladies.
Mhm.
And for me personally, today I came here because I've been missing them so much
Oh.
after my almost 2 months absence.
Wow.
And then I had a jet lag, and I stayed at home for some time, always thinking about them. And today,
Oh.
finally,
You're here.
I'm here to share with them my project that I finished, and to share all my news and everything. And I'm just happy to be in a nice place with nice people.
Wonderful.
It's always good to talk to positive people, and that's it.
Beautiful. Wow. Ladies, okay. Come on now.
Yeah, there's several reasons I think that I come to the group. It's same reasons as Irina, is to be around people, like-minded people that enjoy the same hobby that I do. To get out of the house is a big one too. Especially when I was younger and I was alone at home, and when my husband was working still, and you know, I had a hard time. So it was really nice to meet some new friends, because we had just moved here. I didn't know anybody.
Oh, wow.
So it was a great way to meet some friends that had something in common with me.
Yes.
And also to come here, and if you're having a problem with your knitting, somebody knows how to help you.
Oh.
And that is really, really helpful, you know.
Wow.
Sandra has helped me a few times, you know, with things. And so yeah, it's really nice that way.
I love that.
Yeah. The camaraderie is number one, I think, for all of us. And the openness that we want to meet more people, because it's not a closed circle, it's an open, flowing group of people. Bring your questions, bring yourself, bring your joy, bring your concerns, because if you've got something that we can help, we will. What's that song about? I can help. If
Will
you've
you
got
sing
a problem, I
it?
can
Let's
help.
sing it.
I'm sorry?
Can we sing it?
I don't think so. It's probably copyrighted.
Oh, okay.
But if I remember who sang it after, I'll give you the
Really?
I'll give you
Okay.
the artist, and you can play it in the background.
For sure.
And I'd like to add to bring cookies or chocolates or
Oh, you
Sometimes
do
we
that.
do, but it's not
Something.
required.
Once in a
And
while.
we do like to celebrate.
We've
when
had
there's-
Christmas parties.
yeah, we
and-
like Christmas parties, and
Oh.
there's a special event called Knit in Public that's usually in June, and we get together and sit outside to knit so people can see it's not you sitting in a rocker and kind of cloistered away in the back room.
No.
We're out and about, and we're still part of the world and doing things
Beautiful.
It's
together.
actually called International Knit in Public Day, and
Wow.
it's celebrated throughout the world.
Oh.
And yeah, you just go somewhere in public where people can watch you knit, and it's a celebration. And you take a picture and you post it on
the
this
group.
Ravelry site
Oh.
to show
that we were out.
We did it.
So,
you know?
so in Airdrie, where did you have it? Did you have it this year?
Oh, we've done it here.
We've been at Nose Creek Park. We've done it outside in front of the library. We've been
Okay.
over at a knitting store that had been in Airdrie, but unfortunately had to close after COVID. But around their store area, You can sit on your front step if you want and
Yeah.
do
And
it on
do
your
it.
own too. It doesn't have to be with the
No,
group.
We did it this past year. We did it at the Town and Country Center. 'Cause there was a big
It was a knit festival.
knit festival.
Oh.
They had yarn.
There
a
were
yarn
other
festival.
ladies there from other knit groups and just women
Sure.
who knit that were buying things. So they just had tables around and we all sat and knit.
Wow.
I don't know how public that was because we were all knitters.
We're all
but
knitters already.
Oh, but you got to meet new knitters, right? Yeah, people that you didn't know. Oh wow, that's amazing. I want to join this group.
Yes, please.
Wow, I crochet and I never
That'll
wanted
work.
to learn knitting because I thought knitting is too complicated. But I think after all these stories, I want to learn how to knit. Okay.
Learning to knit's one thing, but like Irena said too, all of us, whatever your craft is, come. It doesn't have to be just knitting. It can be crocheting. It might be somebody that does both. You do both. I'm not a crochet person.
Oh.
I've watched you
I'm a
crochet.
really bad crocheter, but I still crochet. If I want to make little guys like this, then
Yeah.
I will crochet.
So was that crocheted? I thought that was.
Yeah,
It looks like a
crocheted.
knitted. Really.
Crochet.
It's crocheted, and she has it so it can tuck into the blanket. Isn't that sweet?
Isn't that
I
cute?
love it. That blanket is going to a baby's.
Oh, what a happy
leg.
baby it's going to be.
I
It's
know.
lots of love there because I've been thinking
Yeah.
about this little creature that is arriving shortly.
And how it goes with that pouch there, right?
Yeah.
Like a baby in the pouch. Oh.
It'll be here by midnight. Who knows?
Wow.
It's the due date and
That's exciting. That's exciting. Thank you, ladies. So, ladies, now I just wanted to ask, if you had a chance to change anything in Airdrie, what will it be? So this question, I just want to find out, is there any improvement or is Airdrie just perfect the way it is? Like, share your thoughts.
well, I think everything is good, but I'd like to maybe to see more theaters here, just concert hall, maybe a concert hall, not just to perform and to make these performances in the park, on the stage in the park. So there should be more stages where people could perform and show their skills. And
Yes.
as far as I remember, there is only one theater in school. What is the name?
Birch.
Like
Birch Church.
Birch Church school. That's it. So what I'd like to see more. I think there are enough grocery stores and but these cultural things would be nice to have more.
I see. Cool. And I think that so if you go on the channel and you check out the interview with Councillor Tina Petro, she talks about some of the things that are going to be in the new recreational center with the library. So you'll know what's coming up. Something is coming up soon. Yeah. And Ramona.
Airdrie, when we first moved here, there were 24,000 people here, and that was 17 years ago. And it has grown exponentially, I guess I would say. And although I really appreciate the fact that it still has that small town atmosphere, you can still talk to somebody on the street that you don't know, and people are still very, very friendly.
Yes.
But it is getting, for me, it's getting too large. I didn't want to be in a place that was this size, so that's why we had moved to Airdrie. So it is too big for me, but you go with what's there. And so I appreciate that the library is expanding, that we're getting a new library. Yeah, the fact that people are still the way they are, still treat each other well, and we still have that small town feel. Makes me happy to be in Airdrie.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Your comment about the library and the number of people that we have. When our libraries first started off, when I first came here so many years ago, it was part of the Town and Country Center. It was just a room there.
Wow.
And the library board was meeting saying, we need more space, we need more space. We've grown to 10,000 people. How are we going to manage?
Oh my
And
goodness.
a building was built for them, just a little bit south of where we are presently. They outgrew it within I think that might have been maybe 10 years that they were there before they were ready for this space. And it seems that with city planning, you have to be bulging at the seams before they can take action and put you in the next place. And so the library eventually moved into this building, which had been a grocery store, because we really didn't need that extra one, did we, Ariana? And then this next building that we'll be going into, just where the old fire hall had been, I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of facility it offers. One of the things that I'd like to see improved within Airdrie is the east-west connection. It's really a struggle for people coming from east and west to get around in our little city. When we started so many years ago, it was 7 minutes from my door to the Safeway store. Now it's about 15 minutes. It's doubled in time. It's not changed in distance, but the volume of traffic makes it harder. The number of stoplights, and every light's a stoplight. It's never green. How does that happen? So east-west connections would be nice. We have the one pedestrian bridge, but our two north and south ends of the city where people are walking are really quite risky next to the highways and the interchanges for people to get onto the highway. Perhaps those can be made a little safer and people can use them more easily rather than feeling threatened by them. The overpass offers safety. So that would be my improvement on Airdrie that I'd like to see happen that's a little different.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. This is great. We'll be right back. Hi Eden, thanks for joining us. Tell us about yourself and how long you've been in Airdrie and with the group.
Okay, I've been in Airdrie for 32 years. I've always liked to knit. My mom taught me how to knit. And when I worked at the high school, and I taught kids how to knit there for a few years.
Wonderful.
And then when I retired, I thought, got to get rid of all my yarn. Like, I had so much yarn. And so I started going to, well, what they did was we made poppies. And that's how I met the knitting group.
Wow.
I was making poppies for Remembrance Day. And I thought, what a great way for me to get rid of my yarn. Because they talked about knitting blankets for babies and hats. And after a year, I had more yarn than I started with.
It always happens. I told you I have a whole bag full of yarn.
And I just kept going. I enjoy it. I enjoy the ladies.
Beautiful.
So I do I knit for myself, but I do a lot of volunteer knitting.
Wonderful. And I hear you're part of the Tuesday group?
Yes. On Tuesdays, I go to McDonald's for about just a little after 10 till noon sort of thing. And we meet, and sometimes we knit, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just help each other or just visit.
Oh, beautiful.
And that's the McDonald's on Edmonton Trail.
Yes.
Okay, the McDonald's on Edmonton Trail.
Yes.
Okay, and that's from 10 to noon?
10 to noon.
Okay. So every Tuesdays. Thank you so much. All right. Hello ladies, thank you again for doing this. I'm so grateful. I'm thankful. Thank you so much for doing this. Now, I just wanted to know, are there any challenges?
I think like most groups in Airdrie, we face the challenge of space. Finding some place that is willing to let us knit for free is the best thing, because we don't charge any dues or anything people that come to us. So therefore there's no cash budget to be paying out for a facility. The library has given us space for many years.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how long?
I have no, I think it's, like, I've been retired for 10 years, and I think they were going for about 3 or 4 years before that.
Wow.
We started coming here in 2010. And,
2010,
and the only caveat that the library had was that everyone is invited. And so as long as we invite everybody to our group, we would have the space for free, as long as there was a space for us. As long as
That's
they didn't
beautiful.
have another group that was paying for a space, we were welcome to come.
So the free space has been phenomenal, and what a beautiful gift to be given.
Yes.
And here we
yes.
are saying, but could we have more space? Because our group is
You're
growing, just like the
growing.
population of the city.
Yes.
We are growing too, and we need a little more space. The walls haven't expanded enough
No.
to fit in a bigger table for all the people that come in. So that would be the one challenge that I can think of for our group.
Yes, and they have the room they meet in. It's so beautiful when you see the ladies around the table. It's so beautiful, but you can see that it's cramped now. Like a lot of people around the table.
Well,
It's-
sometimes they've put us in this room,
oh,
Yes, we
okay.
tried
and
this room.
sometimes in Ralph McCall.
Other side. Oh,
McCall room, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
even smaller.
it's smaller. Yeah.
And there
And
was
the
a time when it was
fireplace.
by the fireplace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we've been
sometimes
in the
we've been by the
fireplace a couple times.
fireplace because somebody pays for
For
a
the space,
space, right? So
And you
they-
can't, you can't
Yeah.
fault them on that.
No.
So they still give us a space. But
Wow.
sometimes it's- yeah.
Even though there's no, it's amazing. Thank you, the library board,
That's
for
right,
doing
yes,
this.
yeah.
We are grateful. And
So if there was some other part of the community that was willing to do something like that,
Yeah.
also like a lobby area that isn't very used during the middle of the day, could a knitting group be invited in? Be nice to know.
In the past, we've also knitted at a couple of the coffee shops,
okay.
and they were very, very accommodating to us too.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. And
Nice.
also that way you're also in public and people see
They
you
see
and they
you.
come over and talk to you and get to know
Mm-hmm.
the knitting group.
And we had started off also in Genesis Place until they needed the space for another
Right.
exercise room, and therefore their needs surpassed the charitable donation of space for us.
Oh.
But that was another good location.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, ladies, and thank you to the library board for what you're doing. And if you're out there and you have a space and you want to help these ladies who are making a difference in the community, do reach out. So if someone wants to reach out to the group, what number would they call? Is there a number?
I don't know if there's a number.
They
There's a
can
website.
call
I
the
think.
library.
They can call the library.
The library.
The library would know.
Okay.
We do have a website. I
Okay.
think.
What can you mention?
The Airdrie Knitters.
I don't have
Group?
my thing.
Okay.
here, so
Yeah, I
can't-
haven't got a device.
We'll put that in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
put that in there.
Yeah.
So I'll get those information from you when
Sure.
we are done. So
Yeah.
perfect. So you can also join if you're out there and you're wondering. See, Irina started when we came in here. She had a small square in her hand, and it's expanding so fast. So yeah, if you want to come and join them, it's not just knitting and it's not just crocheting. They share fellowship. It's a fellowship. They share how their day has been, how things are going in their lives. They share tips and tricks for different things. So come and join the group and also enjoy the camaraderie that's here. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch.
I like in Airdrie. I love all the walking paths. That
Oh, yeah.
Airdrie has, and it's you can go just about from one end of the city to the other just walking.
Oh yes.
And I love that.
Oh beautiful.
Yeah. or biking.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got a lot. They're all built into the communities, and they're all
Love it.
joined. And yeah, I love that part of it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I do find it still has a small town feel, as far as I'm willing to say hello to anybody that I'm meeting on those walking
Yeah.
paths. The fact that they're built into the communities, I've seen more new construction out of new communities because I've taken the time to do the walking on the trails. It would be nice to see more dedicated bike lanes to go with it. Having a partner, my husband is a bicyclist and really wants to go fast. You can't do that on a walking trail. And he's not capable of doing it on the road anymore because there's too much traffic.
Yeah.
So something that's safe for cyclists would be nice.
I see. Wonderful.
I agree with what the ladies are saying.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy when the Nose Creek bridges are in use. I enjoy being able to walk downtown in a half an hour
Wow.
from my home, and I find that quite convenient. So I can come to the library, just walk downtown and go to the library and walk home. So yeah, lots of, and it's just a very pretty city.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Cool. Neat.
And as I said, I like it because I came from a big city with a few million of people and all this hustle bustle there. So, but here I just enjoy. I just enjoy. Not that high buildings and not that many people in the streets, and I enjoy rabbits running around and you know, you can walk along the main street and in 10 minutes you find yourself in prairies.
Yes.
Some you can see even some wildlife.
Yes,
Like,
I love that.
The other day, it's just like 5 minutes from my home, and I saw a bunch of deer and
A bunch.
yes, and coyote one day I saw there, and it's beautiful. And then canola fields.
I
it's
know.
just so beautiful.
So
and,
beautiful.
You live like in a city, and at the time it takes you like 5 minutes to get into the countryside. It's
Beautiful.
just amazing.
You can have the best of both worlds. Oh wow.
When I moved here 32 years ago, there was 12,000 people in Airdrie. And it was like a small town, and now there's over 80,000.
Wow.
The growth is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just
It's
crazy.
amazing. Yeah, apparently it's the fastest growing city in Alberta.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked because we moved here almost 3 years ago, and when we came it was 77. And
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom again.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies, for doing this. So now, do you have any wonderful, famous words to give to the people out there, Airdrians or anyone out there?
You've picked a good place to live if you're in Airdrie. It has so much to offer, and it's been a fantastic place. So come to Airdrie.
Wonderful.
I think she said it all.
She said it all. How about you, Mona?
I agree.
You agree? Oh wow.
I just want to add some
Yeah.
wishes. I wish all the best to everybody.
Oh,
and to be
beautiful.
healthy and
Yes.
wealthy.
Yes, yes.
And wise.
And wise. That's the saying.
And wise.
Oh, wealthy and wise.
Healthy, wealthy, and
And
wise.
wise.
Yes.
You have to have them together. Wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies, for doing this. And keep up the good work. It's not just a hobby that you're doing, but you're actually making a difference with it. So that's really what caught my attention. It's like, I need to talk to these ladies. So keep up the good work. Thank you so much. God bless you, and keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you. And can we say bye to the audience then?
Bye-bye.